The date is officially set for Apple's second fall event, October 13, at the Howard Gilman Opera House in New York City. Apple officially announced the event details with the tagline, "There is more in the making," as a teaser. Apple already unveiled the iPhone XS, XS Max, XR, and Apple Watch Series 4 in September at its last big event. This time around, Apple is expected to show off two redesigned iPad Pro models, a new MacBook, and likely other updates to the Mac line. While we hope to see lots of Mac updates, the iPad Pro revision is all about certain. Event artwork included a variety of designs centered around the Apple logo. Apple's second fall event is also not taking place at the Steve Jobs Theater in Cupertino like its previous event in September. This time, Apple is hosting the show in Brooklyn at 10 a.m., which means 3 hours earlier in the day than California events. We expected to see two versions of iPad Pro introduced this month, a new 11-inch size and a redesigned 12.9-inch size. This is going to be a huge upgrade for the iPad Pro. Both models are expected to feature Face ID and the all-screen size with no notch, discontinued Touch ID, and maybe even change the smart connector and possibly replace the Lightning port with a USB-C port. iPad Pro currently come in two sizes, 10.5-inch and 12.9-inch. The smaller version replaced the original 9.7-inch iPad Pro, while the 12.9-inch version has persisted for 2 generations. This year, Apple is expected to shrink the bezels of the 12.9-inch version to create an overall smaller casing, while replacing the 10.5-inch model with a full-screen 11-inch version. If you are in the market for a new Mac, this month could finally bring some answer to a lot of questions about the current lineup. Apple upgraded the 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Pro in July, adding True Tone display, Hey Siri, and higher core options without an event. At least one new Mac design could be introduced this month, however, which is worth showcasing. Apple currently makes a computer simply called MacBook, the 12-inch Retina version and the 13-inch version that replace the MacBook Air could be on the way. This has been rumored for a while, with pricing all over the $1,000 to $1,500 range, and a recent rumor that it will be feature Touch ID without a touch bar. Speaking of Macs that haven't been touched in a year, that is especially true for the Mac Mini. If you walk into an Apple store and buy a brand new Mac Mini in 2018, you are buying hardware from 2014. We expect to Mac Mini to finally be updated this fall with modern spec. That could see its starting price climb. iMac is also due for an update, and at least one rumor says the new hardware will include significant display performance upgrade in some way. The rumor predates MacBook Pro gained True Tone display support, which adjusted the color temperature based on the ambient lighting. Although it's not totally clear that it only refers to True Tone on the iMac. Apple last upgraded the iMac lineup in June 2017 as part of its WWDC event, and the iMac Pro hit the market in December 2017. It's possible we could see updates to both versions this month, although rumors of iPad Pro hardware upgrades haven't surfaced and the machine is under a year old at this point.